Hey Mark, it's Monday, January...
No.
Just kidding, Mark, it's Monday, February 1st?
Yes.
Thank you. To emphasize how mind-blown I am that January's over and it's a new month, I wanted to show you something equally mind-blowing. It never gets old.
Such transformer.
Anyway, I'd like to start off by saying how incredibly fatigued I am. It's like all I want to do is go back to sleep, and there's like pressure in my nose, and the weather outside is horrible. It's just been overall not a very good day. And like my camera batteries have decided to stop telling me when they're low, and then they just die on me. But on to more important things. Candy is the title of a 2005 novel by Kevin Brooks. It's actually one of the first, or it's probably like the very first of very few young adult fiction novels I read in high school, or actually ever, because a lot of the books I read are fantasy series. Anyway, Candy is set in London from the perspective of the protagonist Joe, and as a character he's pretty fitting to his name. Like, he's a pretty average kid. He plays bass, I think, in a band called the Katies. I mean, like, what he plays is kind of trivial, but he was in a band. Anyway, so Joe meets this girl on the streets of London, like, I guess as he's going to, like, the doctor's or something. And their first encounter was actually really, really quick. He's, like, walking somewhere, and she tells him he has a nice hat, and while he's standing there, like, holy crap, this girl talked to me, she, like, escapes, or however you want to say it. She's not there anymore. Anyway, they run into each other later at a McDonald's, which is interesting, and he finds out that her name is Candy. He finds out that her name is Candy, and she's also terrified of this guy named Iggy who happens to be at the McDonald's or wherever it is they are.
I think I know this. Sorry.
So, like you can expect in a young adult novel, the two precariously start dating, and over the course of the story you find out that Candy is a teenage prostitute, and that she's also addicted to heroin, and that Iggy is her pimp, and he uses his addiction to, like, control her. Iggy, like, finds out about Joe and Candy's relationship, and he really doesn't like it. And so he goes through a lot of trouble to, like, break them up. Like, some serious havoc ensues. And I can't go into a lot more detail without giving away some of the story, or, like, a lot of the story. But, anyway, Mark, I hope you enjoyed that discussion on Candy. It was probably not what you were expecting, but, anyway, I'll see you tomorrow talking about your favorite Shakespeare play. I also have a special surprise for you, link in the... whatever.